Last night, we told you about the bill introduced in the State House, inspired by one Idaho man's wrongful conviction that cost him half of his life behind bars. Tonight, Christopher Tapp speaks to 6 on Your Side about his firsthand experience transitioning back into society after serving 2 decades for somebody else's crime. Our Madeline White is live in studio with much more.
Somebody else's crime, that's right. It's pretty sad. Idaho has exonerated 6 people over the past 30 years, and 4 of those would likely be eligible for this new bill, where they could be compensated by the state. Led by Republican Representative Doug Ricks, it would entitle wrongfully convicted Idahoans to $60,000 a year for each year of imprisonment, or $75,000 a year if they were previously on death row.
When you're wrongfully convicted and you're let back out in society, you don't have no programs. You have nothing when you're released. You just have, we're sorry, and out the door you go.
Chris Tapp knows from firsthand experience. He was wrongfully put away for 20 years for the tragic 1996 rape and murder of Angie Dodge in Idaho Falls, but was later released when DNA evidence proved he didn't do it.
When I was released in 2017, I was still convicted of a murder I didn't do. So, yeah, it was really hard for me to get a job. I mean, I couldn't get a job at a Walmart.
2.5 years later, Tapp was exonerated, but even now, his record still carries that scarlet letter.
It still says, you know, murder.
So you still currently have that on your record?
Correct.
But if this bill passes as written, those eligible would be able to enter a certificate of innocence to a court, where that court will order their convictions and arrest records expunged and purged from all state and federal systems.
And you get the actual innocence. And that's what, you know, a lot of, exonerees would truly want.
This bill would create an innocence fund in the state treasurer's office.
I am just honored and happy that, Representative Ricks is going forward with this.
If all 4 eligible exonerations that happened in Idaho over the last 30 years were to apply and get compensated, the maximum impact would be a one-time $3.69 million.
And I'm just happy for that, for, the next individual that gets released from prison, that they'll have something hopefully in place to make their life better and easier.
Wednesday's committee voted without objection to introduce the bill, meaning the bill will get a full hearing later. And under the proposed bill, those eligible would also be able to seek non-monetary relief like health insurance, mental health counseling, and assistance with tuition, housing, finding a job, and medical expenses. Live in studio, Madeline White, 6 on Your Side.